Please, sir, puffed Thomas. I could take the sticky toffee to the party.
Very well, said the Fat Controller. But no more trying to be in fancy dress.
But then Thomas arrived. Shh, said James.
Don't tell Thomas,
said Henry. Thomas felt more left out than ever. It wasn't fair. Everyone knew what the surprise was except Thomas. Humph! If they won't tell me, I don't want to know, he huffed. Thomas steamed crossly away.
Later, Gordon pulled into Knapford Station. "Oh, look," laughed Emily. "Rattler Gordon's here. He's pulling the Click-Clunk Express." This made Gordon very cross indeed, especially because Diesel overheard. "I hope your Click-Clunk gets better soon," oiled Diesel. "See you later, Rattler." "James, you must work with Edward," he said. "Remember, the tracks are icy and you must all work together and take care." But James wanted to finish first and take the presents train. "An old blue slow coach like you is sure to slow me down," he huffed.
Percy found Gordon first.
"The Fat Controller has lost his voice,"
puffed Percy.
"so I'm controller until he finds it."
Gordon was surprised. Percy tried hard to remember what Lady Hat had said.
"You must pull very slow coaches,"
he peeped proudly.
Oh, the indignity,
huffed Gordon. Thomas arrived bringing more supplies. "Hello," Thomas tooted. Emily complained about Elizabeth. "She won't do a thing I tell her." "That's because you're a big bossy boiler," laughed Thomas. "You should try asking nicely for a change." But Henry didn't see the flagpole. It was on the flatbed in front of him. It rolled onto the track.
"Sorry, matey,"
called Salty. "I didn't expect to see the flagpole down there," puffed Henry.
"It's not true when you lay it down, matey,"
said Salty. Henry felt very silly.
Then Harold arrived with Sir Topham Hatt. "The Admiral is late for the opening of the museum," he boomed crossly. "You have been unreliable," added Sir Topham Hatt. "Harold will now take the Admiral to the museum." Thomas felt very foolish. If only he hadn't spent so much time looking for the clues. "Fancy believing in a silly old story," laughed Harold. "Everyone thinks I'm silly," huffed Thomas, "but I still believe there's treasure."
Everyone watched as he puffed into a big pile of snow.
Yuck,
coughed Gordon. Luckily, no one was hurt. The Fat Controller was very cross.
"I asked you to teach Percy," he said sternly, "not show off all afternoon."
"Yes, sir. Sorry, sir."
But when Thomas arrived at the quarry, he had a nasty surprise.
"Oh, it's you,"
oiled Diesel.
"What are you doing here?"
"I'm here to help Mavis," puffed Thomas proudly.
"Steamies can't help, not like a Diesel."
"That's not true," said Thomas crossly, and he began working at once. Edward called to James. "You must slow down and take care." "I am taking care," replied James. "Taking care to finish first. I'm going to pull the presents train."
"Off you go now, Percy," said Gordon. "Number 1 is my platform. Little engines shouldn't hang around."
"You're a boastful, bossy, big blue boiler," Percy muttered to himself crossly.
Later, Emily saw Thomas by a bridge. He had stopped to take on water and was talking to some children.
Stop talking to the children, said Emily. You are working and they will make you late.
I'm never late, said Thomas huffily.
There's always a first time,
said Emily cheerfully, and she puffed away. Thomas was cross. He loved talking to children and thought Emily was being a big bossy buffers. Annie and Clarabelle agreed. I am never going to listen to Emily ever again, said Thomas. So there.
A few moments later.
Emily puffed up in front of him. She blew her whistle, but Thomas didn't say hello. She just wants to boss me again, grouched Thomas.
Thomas, she called, you must go and get your snowplow fitted.
Thomas could hear what Emily was saying, but pretended he couldn't. He thought he was being very clever. So Emily tooted even louder again.
You must go and get your snowplow fitted,
she cried. Bother snowplows, said Thomas, and bother Emily anyway. The weather is perfectly fine. And he puffed away as fast as he could.
Finally, Edward puffed in.
Trust a blue engine to be late,
called James. I'm sorry, gasped Edward. I had to go slowly and take care. Slow engines like you don't get to pull the presents train, snorted James. Peter Sam huffed loudly. I don't believe there's a magic lamp. Soon all the steel winches and wires were loaded into Peter Sam's freight cars. I have work to do, huffed Peter Sam. I'm a really useful engine, not a really silly one. The incline must be working by morning, so I won't be wasting my time looking for a silly magic lamp, he tooted proudly. And he steamed quickly away. Gordon was talking to James and Henry in a siding. When they saw Emily with Whiff, they laughed. Hello, whistled Whiff. Who's your smelly new friend with the funny whistle, Emily, snorted James. We smelt you coming for miles, wished Gordon grandly. My name's Whiff, whistled Whiff. It suits you, laughed Henry. Phew. Emily was very embarrassed. She hurried away. Whiff puffed after her. Up the line, Emily and Whiff passed more engines. When they saw Whiff, they all laughed too. At last, Thomas puffed into Tidmouth's sheds. He was looking forward to a nice long sleep. Then Sir Topham Hatt arrived. Thomas, you have caused confusion and delay, he said. Sir Topham Hatt told Thomas what had happened. Thomas was upset. He was very tired, and now he had to go and do his jobs all over again. Don't worry, Sir Topham Hatt said. All you need is some help. Gordon said a really useful engine never needs help, moaned Thomas. Ha! Laughed Edward. I'm always helping Gordon up the hill. Gordon was very embarrassed. She stopped at a signal. Thomas was waiting there. Hey, Thomas. I am learning patience, Emily puffed. But if only I could learn it faster. Thomas had to laugh.